Time now is 6:18. It's time to bring in Chief Meteorologist James Spann. And James, we were just talking about it. It's hard to believe it's been a year since that strong EF3 tornado moved through Fultondale.
Yeah, that's a reminder. This is tornado season in Alabama. It was 1 year ago today that we had that EF3 north of Birmingham. We were together in the studio, and this tornado warning was issued at 10:34, and that gave most people 10 to 15 minutes to get to a safe place. The ones that heard the warning, a very timely warning, but this was a really rough tornado that came through about 10:45, 10:50 through Fultondale, a very densely populated area. This is some of the damage at the old Hampton Inn at Walker Chapel Road and I-65. There was one fatality in this tornado that occurred that night. About 30 people were injured, and the damage was quite severe, as you can see. This is some of the drone video coming from ABC 3340's Skyview. The tornado was down for 10.4 miles. The maximum width was 900 yards, a very significant EF3. Thankfully, our pattern at this time, this year, not supporting any severe weather over the next 7 days. In fact, really not supporting much rain over the next 7 days. This is the expected rain through Tuesday morning of next week, and you can see for the northern three-quarters of the state, basically nothing. We've got the little patchy light rain this morning over central and south Alabama, and that's going to be it for a while. The next disturbance on Friday will likely come through in dry fashion, and we're about a week away from a pattern flip. For people that are tired of this unseasonably cold weather we've had this month, there's pretty good evidence that the month of February will likely start off with above average temperatures across the eastern and southern U.S. Taylor, back to you.
All right, thanks so much, James. Those warm weather fans are looking forward to February. This morning, we're fairly mild, but we've got a cold front on the way that is going to drop our temperatures big time by early tomorrow morning. As James mentioned, a little bit of patchy light rain across the southern half of the state, but that'll be out of here pretty soon, and then we will all be dry through the rest of the day and really over the next 5 to 10 days. But on the radar right now, we've got a little bit of light rain for Coosa County, Chilton County, Tallapoosa County, a few sprinkles moving through Aliceville and Pickens County. Otherwise, a mostly cloudy sky, and you can see that here from our Galleria Tower camera in Hoover. As we look over 459, just a couple clouds around and fairly mild in terms of your temperatures as you head out the door. Now, does this still feel cool? Absolutely, but 40s is not nearly as cold as some of the 20s and 30s that we felt recently during the morning hours, and this is going to be a lot warmer than what the temperatures we're going to see early tomorrow. We will end up anywhere from the upper 40s north to the mid 50s south during the afternoon today, and I wanted to break down the rest of the day. Any sprinkles we have out there now will be out of here within the next couple of hours. We're mostly cloudy through lunchtime, then colder, drier air continues to filter into the state. That's going to clear our sky through the evening hours, and by early tomorrow, it's going to be a morning in the 20s, so about a 20-degree difference from the way it feels this morning. Here's a closer look at those morning lows. So as you're headed to the bus stop or headed to work, it's going to be one of those days you want to add a couple extra layers. And then when you factor in the wind chill values likely to feel like the teens at times, especially during those early morning hours. Now, tomorrow afternoon, we only end up in the 40s. Then Thursday, we rebound into the 50s, followed by another push of some colder air. And this is going to be a stronger push of colder air because look what it does to our highs on Saturday. It dips us into the 30s. So everybody in central Alabama will likely be holding in the 30s during the day. Next weather maker, as James was showing you, we do look like we're going to see a pattern flip here as we head into early February. So by the time we make it into, say, about February 1st through the 7th, that's when we're getting a little bit better confidence that we could see some of those above average temperatures. Let us break down the next 10 days. For today, we've got clouds around throughout much of the day, clearing late. Tomorrow morning, we start in the 20s. We start very cold. We end up in the 40s, a little bit milder on Thursday. Friday, we bring in some clouds. Could we see a sprinkle somewhere? Possible, but overall rain coverage looking very, very, very low. Then Saturday, we start in the teens and 20s, followed by an afternoon in the 30s.